Ah, Dusty, I knew you'd turn up eventually. Where have you been?
I head up over the hill up on that ridge there. Get a real good view of the surroundings. I think we gotta have a talk, YouTube guy.
Well, that sounds ominous. What's going on?
You know how you was worried about whether or not we'll ever get out of here? You can get yourself a good 360 degrees view up there. And I'll tell you this, there ain't nothing for miles and miles, far as the eye can see.
Ah, crap. So what does that mean then?
We ain't got a lot of provisions, only what we can grab from back at the gas station. I don't fancy my luck trying to live off the land. It's just grass and trees all the way out.
Okay, so what about trying to find a vehicle?
Why, have you seen something around here? 'Cause I ain't. There ain't nothing.
Well, Dusty, we haven't exactly had a proper exploration. Let's see if we can find something. There's got to be an old vehicle, an old truck. Jesus, I'd even take a push bike.
Well, it ain't a bad idea, YouTube guy. Why don't we grab some grub now and then have ourselves a little reconnoiter of the area?
Okay, yeah, go on a recce mission. I like that. Sounds like a solid plan. Stay positive and all that.
Yeah, that's a good idea, YouTube guy. You stay positive.
So Dusty reckons he had a really good view from up there. I suppose he's right. I mean, if he can't see anything, there's absolutely no point trying to just do it on foot. I think the plan definitely makes sense to try and find some sort of transport. Okay, I don't know whether or not we want to pack the tent away. May as well leave it up, in all honesty. Gives us a bit of a landmark, something to look for when we're out amongst the trees, because around here, all there really is, Dusty's right, is grass and trees. So although it doesn't look like it's easy to get lost, I bet it is. Well, it wasn't a bad walk back into town. We're going to head to the gas station, pick up some grub, some bars, anything that we can find that's basically going to keep us going. And I'm hoping that we can find a vehicle, because that is going to be our only route out of here. Unless, of course, we stick around town and just hope someone comes through. Dusty, we didn't even think about that. Why don't we just pitch our tent here and hope someone comes through?
Well, YouTube guy, there ain't no guarantee anyone will ever come through here. That's the problem.
Yeah, but, you know, that bloke dropped us off before.
Yeah, and you heard what he said on the way in. This is pretty much a dead town, completely forgotten. No one ever wants to come out here, there ain't no reason.
Well, we're here back at the gas station where we came in yesterday. Let me just go grab some stuff and then maybe we can make a plan of attack.
I'll wait right here, YouTube guy.
Do you know what? I was going to joke and say we don't need engine oil, that's not going to taste very nice, but we might if we find an engine that we can get turning over. What's that, a battery charger? That might also be useful. But I think sadly I may well have had the last few bars away. I don't want to touch those cakes, they are not looking good at all. Well, there's nothing left in the cola machine, that is empty for sure. So tyres, so we've got oil, we've got a battery charger should we need to charge any batteries, there's a load of jerry cans up there.
Hey, YouTube guy, you want to write a postcard to Steve back in Erlingrat?
Do I want to write a postcard to Steve? No thank you very much.
Alright, okay, no sense of humour this morning. Right, you pick up everything you need from the store there?
Well, to be honest, Dusty, there's not a huge amount of food in there. However, that said, there's oil, there's jerry cans, there's even a battery charger. So, if we needed to try and repair something, those could be useful items.
Yeah, let's remember that, YouTube guy. You might be right. There's also a bunch of tires over there if we need to change anything out.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get to that, Dusty. Right, let's make a plan. Let's have a look at the map. So we've got ourselves a fairly simple grid system, so we should be able to work through this fairly systematically, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
So, let's just have a look. We're down at the bottom here, where obviously they put this new, I don't know, concrete building thing. I never did anything with it. So we could, well, there's no point heading north because the map shows that that's where the farm is. And we've seen that farm. We know there's nothing there. There is a tool shed. Again, we've got tools if we need them. But we've got these various woodlands. So why don't we just kind of systematically work our way around from this position here, head into grid 43, 44, maybe then into 41, 42, and kind of go clockwise all the way around. And if we kind of spiral our way in That's the way I was taught when I did orienteering with the scouts. And then we can come all the way back in and hopefully then end up at the farmhouse. And we know that we are kind of, roughly about here, due south with our tent. So southwest, that makes sense to me. Do you want to give that a go? Have you got a better idea?
Well, the alternative is to split up.
Dusty, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know, but there ain't nothing out here, YouTube guy, apart from grass, sky, and a load of trees.
Yeah, but you said you didn't really know what could be out here. What about wolves?
They ain't gonna want a taste of you, YouTube guy. You're all fat and sinew.
Thanks, that's lovely. Please, can we just take this seriously for 1 second? If we split up and we get lost, we're screwed.
Yeah, alright, I take your point on that. Not everyone can be expected to have the orienteering skills of myself, but hey. Okay, let's work to your plan and go clockwise.
You reckon we can cover that in a day?
YouTube guy, if you crack on your heels, we'll be done just after lunch.
I reckon we may as well head down that road there and see where it brings us. The first kind of major area for trees, I think, is beyond. The track really turns into nothing down here. It's not even the width of a vehicle. No wonder that guy said that no one comes through here. This place is absolutely barren. Dusty, I think that is the set of trees we're heading for over there.
Well, we might as well cut across the grass here.
So Dusty, what is it we're actually looking for?
Well, we're really just keeping our eyes peeled for any kind of vehicle that works. I don't care how old it is. We got a few resources in town we can work with, and we got tools up by that old farmhouse, so if we can get something running, we got a fair chance of getting out of here.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm kind of excited. I'm nervous, but I am excited.
Well, that's the spirit, YouTube guy. What do you call it? Stiff upper lip or plucky Brit and all that? That's the kind of attitude we need right now.
Yep, fair enough. And you know what? We're here. So how do you want to do this? Skirt around the edge? I think we'll just go anti-clockwise and we'll kind of do little loops. If we go anti-clockwise around each wood, and then when we come out where we went in, we can then move anti-clockwise to the next one. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be hard to find anything, if there is anything in here, because it's fairly open. Well, we kind of changed that plan fairly quickly. We've decided just to kind of split up and walk through the trees. There's nothing in this wood at all, it's too open. It's a lovely place, but yeah, we're not going to find anything of any use in here. So I reckon we head due east. We're in quadrant 43, so let's head over to 42 and that wood there that cuts through 41, 31 and 32. We might be lucky.
Well, this one's looking a bit more dense. We might have a bit more luck in here.
No luck, I don't think. There's nothing in here at all. Dusty's over there somewhere. I can't quite see him. This isn't a big wood though. I mean, I'm not going to get lost. Although I am getting nervous. I'm going to just go find Dusty. Dusty, you alright? What's going on?
Well, not much, YouTube guy. But look out there, what can you see?
Look out where? Oh. Is that a house?
Well, it's either a house or a barn. You want to go over and take a look?
Yeah, we can do. Might as well. Let me just quickly check the map. I want to do this systematically so we cover everything off. We're on the edge of this forest here, quadrant 32, looking east. And you know what? In quadrant 33, it does look like something's etched on the map. I don't know what that purple splodge represents. Maybe it is a farm. Let's go check it out, Dusty.
Well, fingers crossed, YouTube guy. We might be in for a bit of luck. Let's hope so. I'm getting pretty fed up of walking around in damn circles.
Yeah, it is a bit tedious, but, you know, this is survival, apparently.
Well, looky here. Looks like an old crop.
Yeah, what is that?
It looks like grapes.
Would you grow grapes out here?
Well, why the hell not? Weather's nice and warm.
Yeah, Dusty, you're right. It's grapevines, but there's no grapes on here, though. But that could be a source of food.
What are you talking about, YouTube guy? It's gonna be at least 5 or 6 months before we see any grapes on there. Are you thinking of hanging around for half a year?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just thinking out loud. Don't worry. Let's go check out this house then. It's a barn, actually. I don't think it's a house. I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I'd want to be out here on my own at night. This is a bit eerie. Well, yeah, it is. It's an old barn. There's nothing to show there's been any sign of life for ages. I mean, just look at the growth.
Well, let's not dawdle around. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, fair enough. Not really much in here, to be honest. Dirty old barn. Oh, there's something red behind there. Oh, look at that. It's an old tractor. A McCormick Farmall. Ah, Super M. That's a classic.
Yeah, she's a beauty. She'll be even more beautiful if she runs, though.
Well, I suppose there's a chance she might if we try and turn her over. I mean, is there any fuel inside? Probably not. That said, we know where we can get fuel if we need it.
Well, the engine ain't looking too bad. Bit greased up, I must admit, but I reckon we got a chance here, YouTube guy. Let me just take my shades off and get a closer look here. Well, we might be in luck, YouTube guy. We got what looks like good oil, bit thick, but should be okay. And we got fuel in the tank. That's the 2 critical things you need for a tractor to get going.
Spark plugs?
No, YouTube guy. You don't have spark plugs on a diesel engine like this. It's all done through compression of the cylinder head. You know nothing about an engine.
Dusty, I know diddly squat, I must admit.
Well, let's give it a go.
Oh, alright then, Dusty, give it a go. See what happens. Oh, we're on to a winner. Look at that.
Well, YouTube guy, didn't expect that to start first time. That's a real bit of luck there.
Oh man, that is lovely. Just have a little look around. Thing is, Dusty, is she actually going to move? She's probably seized, isn't she?
Well, let's give it a go. Yeah, she's a bit creaky. Oh, let's just ease her in now.
Do you reckon you get her through the doors?
Well, if that's what you call in a door, then yeah, I'll give it a go. Right there, YouTube guy. Now we got a working vehicle. What do you want to do?
Well, I thought we were just going to pack up and hit the road.
What, on this whole thing? This ain't gonna be no better than walking.
Yeah, but surely we can just stick fuel in it and just see how far we get.
Yeah, and what if we don't get nowhere?
Oh, I don't know, Dusty. I don't know. This is all too much. Well, why don't we head back to camp and make a decision as to what we want to do?
I'll hop on back and we'll head over there now.
Well, Dusty, we're just going to have to pick our way through these bushes, I reckon.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard, YouTube guy. You can see where the old track used to be.
Yeah, that was some time ago, though. Right then, Dusty, open her up.
This is it, YouTube guy. This is about as much as you're gonna get out of this old beast.
What, is that the actual top speed?
Well, now that's just as fast as she seems to want to go right now. She's been sitting in that barn for God knows how long. Can't expect an old girl like this to suddenly get up and go for a run like a gazelle.
No, I suppose not.
I reckon we ought to head back to the gas station first. Better we make sure we can get some gas in her before we carry on.
No, I'm happy with that, Dusty. That's a good idea. It's a bit bumpy and uncomfortable on the back, so I think I'll just walk alongside if that's alright.
Yeah, sure thing. here we are, YouTube guy. I reckon I can just squeeze in between the post box and that lamppost there. That should be enough to get the hose into the tank.
Well, there we go, Dusty. That's pretty good. That's a full tank. Maintenance, though. What do we want to do about that? Is it worth trying to repair this thing, or do we just get and hit the road?
This ain't our ticket out of here, YouTube guy. She just ain't the kind of wheels we need. I couldn't say it should make it a couple of miles or a couple of feet. Let's not rely on her for getting us out of this state. But you're right, we could do with a bit of maintenance. Good to have a vehicle that's at least reliable. Right now, she's huffing and spitting and jumping all over the goddamn place.
So why don't we give her a bit of maintenance? There's tools here, or we can head back up to that old house, that barn at the end of the road.
Yeah, I reckon we want to get back on the track and head up to that farmhouse. We never gave it a proper look the day either. We might find some other stuff in there that's of use to us.
Yeah, man, I can see what you mean, Dusty. This thing is a little bit ropey. It's a bit like being on an adventure all on its own. Right, we're here. Oh, hello. Steering drifts terribly.
Yeah, the rack companion needs a whole lot of adjustment there.
Okay, well, let's just pull up here and see if there's anything we can nick, steal, borrow. Right, how do we turn it off? Just... yeah, good enough. Okay. Dusty, I'm going to have a look around the house while you're in there, see if there's anything else kicking about.
Alrighty, I'll be in here if you need me.
Oh, who knows? I don't think I'm going to go in the house. I just don't like that place. Any of these old kind of abandoned houses, wooden shacks, they just make me just feel a bit, I don't know, like things are crawling up my back. But you never know, there might be something else kicking around. Fairly empty and barren in here. Old barn. Yeah, probably just kept the vehicles in here, to be honest. Look at that old fence, Jesus. Yeah, probably don't want to go down there. Oh, stuck. Well, let's have a look in the outhouse. Or certainly at least around it. Oh, man. Did not want to go in there. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing here at all. Empty as you like. Hey, wait. What's that? Ah, chainsaw. Yeah, not bad. Hey, I reckon this is operational as well. Looks fairly new. Will it start? No. No fuel. Right, Dusty can have a look at this. This could be useful. Any old bits of equipment like this certainly going to help us out. Well, what do you reckon then, Dusty? Do you reckon we can get it working?
Yeah, it ain't that old. I reckon we can get this going. Good to have a piece of equipment should we need it. Okay, YouTube guy, give it a go.
Alrighty, here we go then. Yes! That seems to be working.
Go try it out on a little tree over there. Make sure the blade cuts proper.
Right, well, any of these. Actually, no, that's a bit big. That little one in front of me, yeah, that'll do. Okay. Should I be doing this? Oh, no one's here. I keep panicking. Okay, let's get myself aligned. And go. Yes! Goodness me, wow. That is working, an absolute treat. We got a tractor, and we got ourselves a chainsaw.
Well, that ought to do it, YouTube guy. She's had a thorough clean up. I reckon we'll get some power out of her now.
Right, do you want me to start her up and give her a go?
Yep, take her for a run down the track and back. See how you get on.
Right, let's see if Dusty's magic hands have got this thing properly working now. Yes, well, she starts. She started before, but that does sound a bit smoother, I must admit. Okay, so let's head over to the water tower and back down the track. Still a bit stiff going through the gears. Just gonna ease her into it. Last thing we want to do is blow our only bit of functioning machinery around here. Flat, straight, unbumpy ground. Okay. Let's see how we get on then. And we're up. We are getting up to speed. Revs are at max. And there we go. We are at 16 miles an hour. That's definitely better than walking speed. Whether or not she can sustain it, I do not know. She's a bit old, but at least we've got a bit of machinery that will move faster than me and Dusty walking. Okay, let's ease her down. Ooh, squeaky old brakes there. Right, let's go for one quick burn up down the track. Catch up with Dusty and give him the good news. Oh, what a classic piece of kit. I still don't see why we can't use this to get out of here. But I'll have to see what Dusty says. That's a little beauty. Little McCormick Farmall Super M. Lovely tractor. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, that's put a big smile on my face, I must admit. All of my worries and woes seem to have gone out the door.
Well, they say good news comes in threes, YouTube guy. This water valve's working fine, so we can get ourselves a nice drink of fresh water if we need it.
Well, that's good. So what do we got? A tractor that works.
Yep.
And we've got ourselves a chainsaw. Should we need to do any felling or anything like that?
Yeah, it's always good to have a chainsaw.
Yeah, okay. So we've got chainsaw and we've got water and we've got a tractor. All three happy days. Well, this is turning out okay, don't you think? Why don't we just pack up and hit the road?
Well, YouTube guy, I think we gotta be realistic now. Why don't I take you up to that hill? You can have a look for yourself. I don't think you understand the magnitude of our situation here.
Alright, yeah, I don't. I just don't see why we can't just get on the tractor and get out of here. But okay, let's do that.
Straight over there, that's where we're headed. You wanna drive or shall I take the reins?
No, I'll give it a go, Dusty. You can come back. Right, straight over there it is then. And away we go. Lovely purr of the engine. You on, Dusty?
Yeah, you crack on. I'll give you a holler if I fall off.
Well, there's our camp to the left. Straight on. And it looks like that over there between the trees is the barn where we found this tractor. What a find. What a find. I just wonder if there's anything else buried in these forests, in these woods. Who knows? That is a big one, must admit. That looks huge. Dusty, do you reckon she'll make it up the top of this hill?
Yeah, she should be okay. Just keep it in a low ratio and don't press it too hard.
Oh, she's struggling, she's struggling. Come on, old girl, give it a go. Down a gear. I might have to go down another one. What a machine! Tell you what, the engineering of old is quality. Things were built to last back then. Right, we're nearly here at the apex. Let me just wind myself around this bush. Oh, steady. Right. Wow. What a view. My goodness. There's a mountain range out there, but that is miles and miles away. It's so far I can't even tell you. I can't even guess how far that might be. It's beyond my capability of working out distances. Okay, well... I think those are the woods that we checked this morning? Maybe? Oh man, this is so vast. I think what Dusty has been saying is really starting to sink in. There's no way we're getting out of here. We need proper transport and someone who knows where they're going.
I'm gonna give YouTube guy a couple of moments to reflect here. The vastness and the gravity of the situation's gonna settle in pretty quick, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we are in trouble. I do hope Dusty's got a plan. We ain't getting out of here. Shit. Dusty, that was the most weird experience I've ever had in my life. Walking out there, it is just vast. It is awe-inspiring. And I mean that honestly. It's awe-inspiring. But then it suddenly hit me. We can't go anywhere. We are literally stuck here. There's no way we're getting out on this tractor. I don't even think if we had a truck we'd be getting out of here.
Well, you see the dilemma here now, YouTube guy. We gotta make the best of things we can, but we're gonna have to work as a team. It's time to dig deep. It's time to use our intellect. It's time to survive.